So recently, Joel Plaskett was at the Ale House. Did you go to his concert?
I went to the concert actually, and I was part of the team that went along to go and interview him, which is coming up now. Julia is our cunning reporter, our intrepid reporter, and she caught up with him and chatted about his tour and his concerts and what he thinks about Kingston.
So check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, 98.9 The Drive presents from Halifax, Joel Plaskett and the Emergency!
Hi everyone, I'm Julia with Queen's TV, and today we're here with Joel Plaskett before he takes the stage at Ale House to perform tonight. Welcome back to Kingston.
Thank you. It's nice to be back. It's been a while.
Well, you've been on the road for a while. How's the tour going so far?
Well, it's been good. I've been doing like lots of weekend gigs. This hasn't been a continuous tour, but we've been kind of gigging. I've been gigging through the summer, some with the band, some solo, some duo. Seems like there's at least a show or two every week, but they've been kind of divided up. It's been fun.
That's awesome. Well, tonight, I believe you're going to be performing some new songs off your latest album, 3.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard that the idea for 3 came to you after realizing that 3 of the songs repeated the same word 3 times in the title. Is that really where the concept came from?
Well, yeah, that was. It sort of came to me. I had a couple of songs that were the same word 3 times in the title, and then I also was thinking about a couple of different kinds of records that I wanted to make: an acoustic one, an electric one with my dad. I wanted to make a record that involved my father, and then I realized maybe I was thinking about 3 records, and then when I realized that, I thought, oh, well, maybe this is like a running theme, and then it dawned on me that I was 33 years old and that maybe it was time I just did a triple record.
Well, in terms of influences, so of course, having grown up in Nova Scotia with a huge, really popular folk music tradition, is that still a core element of your music, or have you kind of transitioned over the years?
Well, I mean, it's funny. I grew up around a lot of that music, but I was never that into folk and certainly Celtic and stuff. I didn't pay a lot of attention to when I was younger. I absorbed it because I was at folk festivals with my parents and stuff like that. But I was a real rock and roll kid, and I still love rock and roll.
Let's go make some history before we fall apart. True love might escape us, girl, but at least we've got some heart.
Speaking of your father, so you're really well known for performing with him on occasion, but I hear this is the first time you've actually recorded with him.
Yeah, he's appeared on on a couple of. He's made a couple of small cameos on other records, but this was the first time he's ever been involved in anything kind of fully, and so it was a great experience recording with my dad. Yeah.
So what's it like making music with him?
It's casual. He's really laid back, and he's got good ideas. He's a great guitar player, and so it's easy to play guitar with him, particularly on the acoustic stuff. He's not really a rock and roll guy. He has an appreciation for it, but he doesn't play rock and roll. So it made a lot of sense on the quieter songs.
Well, we're looking forward to that. I also hear that you've branched out a little bit into a lot of new collaborations and into producing some other artists as well. What's that process been like?
It's been fun. It's been kind of a natural thing. I mean, I've found that I wanted to get more experience in the studio, and so working with other people has really helped that. I did a collaboration with Classified for his record, which was really fun. He produced that, but he came to my studio. I'd sort of written the hook for the song, and then he came over and I tracked a bunch of stuff and gave it to him, and he turned it into a hip-hop track, which was really cool. Produced a record for 2 Hours Traffic, the last couple of records for them. Really great band from Prince Edward Island. I'm working on a record right now with a guy from California named Steve Poltz. He's just a really fantastic songwriter. So I'm producing that for him. Going to do a record with a guy named David Miles. My drummer Dave, who in the Emergency, he's got this amazing record called The True Love Rules, and I co-produced that with Dave last year, or the year before. God, I can't remember, but time's flying.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Now, Joel, just before we finish, I have one last question. A friend of mine from Mahone Bay said I had to ask you if you have ever hiked over to the secret beach at Hurdles Beach back in Lunenburg County.
Yes, I have. Yes, I know exactly where she's talking about. Yeah.
What's up there?
Well, there's this kind of little walk that you can take around the point, and then you find this other beach around the back of this cliff. It's pretty spectacular, actually.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. Really appreciate it.
My
pleasure. Best of luck with the new album.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching Queen's TV. I'm Julia, here with Joel Plaskett.